Why do we crave the internet from the 2000s so much? Is it just rose-tinted glasses and pure nostalgia? Or is there something more to it? Why is the internet objectively bigger now, but it feels smaller? Hi, I'm Gina. I'm a junior software engineer for BBC News, and I've been trying to bring back the early internet one weird project at a time. I think there's been a real loss of intentionality. We used to choose what we saw online. We went to websites, we bookmarked them. We chose our favourite chat rooms. We got the Daily Omelette in Neopets. We knew exactly where we wanted to be and what we wanted to do. Now, when we're scrolling, it feels like the internet is happening to us. We're hardly participating. We used to feel like real people were online, not giant corporations. You would never have the official Pringles account in a chat room trying to be one of us. And yet this happens in the comments section all the time. And people don't seem to realise that it's just an ad in yet another form being forced on us. Content comes at us now, chosen by an algorithm, not by you, with its own agenda. We seem to have lost the handcrafted version of the web, the soul of the early internet. People used to have a place on the internet, even if it looked weird and crazy. Now we have a profile on someone else's platform that we can't whip out some HTML and customize into our own space. In fact, they can change it, monetize it, or delete it at any time. My Neocities page was ugly, but it was mine. And anyone could visit my page, although nobody did. We played Neopets, we made Dollz, we had fun. We never needed to take a mental health break from that version of the internet. The only time you left was when your mum needed to use the phone, but we came away feeling fulfilled. I think people are realizing now how good we had it. Especially as social media is moving closer and closer to one gigantic ad that rarely serves you. Everything looks the same. All the websites look the same. All the social media pages look the same, even down to the content, because everyone is trying to recreate some trend in the hopes that somehow it will make them stand out. So is it all doom and gloom? What can we do? Is there any kind of movement going against this? Why, yes, now that you mention it, there is. And it's called the indie web movement. The indie web movement is a loose community of people who believe that the web should be personal, independent, and weird again. People are building their own sites on their own terms, not optimized for any algorithm, not hosted on someone else's platform, just built with intention. Neocities is a huge part of this. It's a community of people building their own digital garden. And I say community because we link to each other's pages. We have blinkies. And thousands of people are using it right now to build something that is completely and unapologetically theirs. And it's not just websites, games, zines, mail clubs. There's a whole undercurrent of people making small handcrafted things and putting them on the internet because they want to, not because a trend told them to. It feels a lot like the early internet, actually. Vast but intimate. Made by real people, not corporations. If we want inspiration, we can easily look to the indie game movement, which is now so established it's easy to forget how far it's come and how incredible it is that people can just build games in their own homes without any corporate backing that are beloved on a massive scale. Slay the Spire 2 came out on the same day as Pocopia and it sold 3 million copies in the first week. And it was built using Godot. And yes, Godot feels like it plays an important part in this. As a free and open source game engine, it has unintentionally become the anti-establishment choice when building games. The answer that rose up when larger engines made it clear that their bottom line was the priority. People are sick of it and they want a space to create without having overlords who can pull the rug away. I've been a part of this without really realizing why it was so important to me. My Neocities site, my games, this channel, it's all been an attempt to make something that feels intentional in a space that increasingly doesn't. And I think that's why so many of us are craving the 2000s internet. It's not really about the era or nostalgia, or maybe only partially. I do love a CRT filter. It's about agency. It's about feeling like an individual participant rather than a consumer. The good news is, you can just go do it. Make the ugly, quirky website. Build the weird little game that only exists in your head. Join Neocities. Download Godot and have a play around. The indie web is already there. It's just waiting for more people to show up. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye.